Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Welcome to a special episode of Bhagavatam Bites. And we're here in Sri Damnu Mayapur, and we're in Srila Prabhupada's room, and we're with two really, really amazing and special, wonderful disciples of Srila Prabhupada who have been serving here. We just realized they've been serving here for almost 48 years, and they're just such wonderful devotees. We're so honored they made time. They have such busy schedules serving everyone and looking after all the devotees and so many things. So we're really grateful that you took your time. So thank you for being with us. We're here with Gopaswami Prabhu and his wonderful wife, Mother Krishna Charanaravinda. So we're very honored to be with both of them. Would you like to say a little something to introduce yourselves?
I guess introducing oneself means for a devotee, we are just made of the mercy of the devotees. Yes. And Sri Prabhupada's New Mayapur is a very attractive place for all the devotees for different reasons, and therefore, you cannot separate, Krishna, Lord Chaitanya, Prabhupada, the New Mayapur, devotees. It's a nice, very nice connection. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Mataji, anything you'd like to say?
In New Mayapur is very nice to live in, and we built, Gopaswami and me, we built two huts with wood and many things. And now we are very happy because he retired, to live in and we invite you to see Little India and our life, very nice, beautiful life to finish, and maybe come back to Krishna.
Haribol! Yeah, so actually any devotees, if you come and visit, one of the highlights of any visit to New Mayapur is a visit to Little India, as Mataji said, where Gopaswami Prabhu and Mother Krishna Charanaravinda live. Just a little walk down into the woods, and like you said, you have two huts, basically, and they are huts. They live very simply, when they took to retirement, Vanaprastha meant into the woods, and they went into the woods. So yeah, it's really beautiful. So we really strongly encourage anyone watching to get in touch with us so we can connect you to the devotees here in New Mayapur, or go to the website and come and visit. Hare Krishna. But we're going to read.
Jai.
We want to read Srila Prabhupada's books together, and we're just really so honored. So thank you again for joining us and blessing us with your association. So where are we reading from?
It's Canto 3, Chapter 29, verse 23.
Okay, so we'll start with, we usually say the invocation all together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Gopaswami, would you like to start? We usually just read the translation, and then we'll read one paragraph and we stop and see if anyone has any reflections or anything. Okay.
3:29:23 Explanation of devotional service. One who offers me respect, but is envious of the bodies of others, and is therefore a separatist, never attains peace of mind because of his inimical behavior towards other living entities. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In this verse, two phrases, Bhuteshu Bada Veryasya, inimical toward others, and Dvishata Parakaye, envious of another's body, are significant. One who is envious of or inimical towards others never experiences any happiness. A devotee's vision therefore must be perfect. He should ignore bodily distinctions and should see only the presence of the part and parcel of the Supreme Lord and the Lord Himself in His plenary expansion as Super Soul. That is the vision of a pure devotee. The bodily expression of a particular type of living entity is always ignored by the devotee.
Mm. Any thoughts or reflections on that?
Well, before getting into trying to extract some, I just can think only of Prabhupada,
Mm.
the devotee. It should be pure devotee.
Mm.
Prabhupada really exemplified that. He did not make any distinction when he came to the West. Probably they will not be able to. He had this, you are not this body, you are qualified as spiritual to hear Srimad Bhagavatam, hear the holy name. He had full faith in that, and therefore his preaching was super potent. No distinction.
Mm.
He really saw potential devotion because he saw spiritual. Many devotees say that, oh, look at me and it's true.
Mm.
So I like to remember, Prabhupada's example when making this program.
Actually, I was thinking, I said we're in Prabhupada's room, but also, Prabhupada is also personally present here, so we're with Srila Prabhupada also reading his books. We can see he's translating there, so yes, very nice. Mother, anything stood out for you?
I can see how it is important to look at a person having Krishna in the heart, and not just think he is another person like me. Yeah, really, it's not so easy to have that vision. He has Krishna in the heart, heart in the heart, and he is a spirit soul. So I can see strongly, Srila Prabhupada say, he should ignore the corporal distinction. We should ignore it. Mm-hmm. So we have to work on that. You can see we have to work on that. It's not so easy.
That's very nice, because I was thinking, this is beautiful, but it seems so difficult.
Yes.
Because these eyes fool us every time, and the eyes and the mind. We look at someone and automatically sometimes these external bodily designations, just immediately some thought comes in like, he's like that, or she's like this, or like that, So it is something we really have to work on doing. And you're saying to see Krishna in the heart, to try to see Krishna in the heart. Any thoughts?
Yeah, I was thinking saying that how peaceful I would personally be if I tried to keep applying this because of my upbringing or conditioning, or if I see certain gender, age, color, country of origin, immediately there's like a computer, you attribute, like you just, this like this, this like this, even with devotees. walk into a room, those are those devotees, those are the Russians, or those are the French, or those are the... But my mind would be peaceful if I ignored bodily designations and just, there's a fellow spirit soul, oh, there's one there, like, I don't see any of that other, I don't get to Krishna first, because I'm too busy looking at, all the other stuff. So it's a good test for me to how much I'm progressing, because sometimes, I maybe I'm quiet or I react differently depending on how I'm seeing the external, not how I'm seeing, that's just a fellow spirit soul, that's just someone struggling with the mind and senses like me. And so, I was just thinking like that. I could just be less anxious and more peaceful.
One sentence stood out. Prabhupada says in the purport, one who is envious of or inimical towards others never experiences any happiness. I was just thinking of how many people I'm envious and inimical towards.
I notice that it's a warning that if one doesn't see the Spirit Soul and the Lord, more or less automatically there will be some envy and inimical. Because, more or less, it's automatic. And also it reminds me, in good, early times, we used to always, it was only preaching. Like we're going out, just reading books, or buying things, and really felt that, if I don't try to give a book to the person, or while walking for whatever, or speak about Krishna to my family when I go, for 2 seconds, it's Maya, So this is pushing to see others in the frame of engaging them in service. But then, okay, you see, you are spiritual, take it,
It's true, actually. Yeah. Preaching can really keep us in that space of trying to bring people into the service.
Yes, relate to them like that.
I think that's actually was in the previous verse. It was saying that you have
and
to.
the term separatist. So like
Separatist.
It's very important word. And separatist from Krishna, and separatist from another person, because we are part and parcel of Krishna. So that term is very important.
It's very nice. Yeah, so separatist means actually we're separated from Krishna, and we're separating ourselves from each other when actually we're all connected. So separatist, that word is very powerful. Yeah, that's amazing. I just pictured, like I don't need these people, I'm over here on my own. But actually really what it means is we're separated from Krishna. We're not seeing properly. We're not, like you said, we're not seeing Krishna in the heart and the soul, and we're all connected. We're perpetually creating separation. Wow, that is powerful. Okay. Would you like to read the next paragraph?
Looks interesting, this paragraph. It seems, it must be nice, to...
Yeah, to think like that, to see like that.
Happiness, non-seriousness, non-separatism, all, Krishna.
Moi je lis en français, qu'est-ce que je fais?
No.
I don't mind if you want to. How can we do that? Yeah, if you want to read in French.
Tu n'aimes pas trop que je lis en anglais?
Or if you can read French and translate.
Yeah, maybe we do like that. We're in France, so please, yeah.
Yeah, give them a little taste, you know.
Yeah.
Sweet friends.
Donc je lis un paragraphe. Il
En
est
français,
très-
oui.
Le Seigneur exprime ici son désir profond de voir délivrer tous les êtres conditionnés, maintenant prisonniers de leur corps matériel. Les bhaktas se doivent de faire connaître le message ou le désir du Seigneur à ces âmes conditionnées et de les éclairer avec la conscience de Krishna. Ainsi pourront-elles accéder au niveau absolu de la vie spirituelle et voir la mission de leur existence couronnée de succès. Ceci n'est certes pas possible pour les êtres inférieurs aux humains, mais les hommes, eux, peuvent être éclairés par la conscience de Krishna. En fait, même les êtres inférieurs aux humains peuvent être élevés au niveau de la conscience de Krishna si l'on a recours à d'autres méthodes. Nous avons ainsi l'exemple de Shivananda Sen, un illustre dévot de Shri Chaitanya qui libéra un chien en le nourrissant de prasad. La distribution du prasad, les reliefs de la nourriture offerte au Seigneur fournira même aux masses ignorantes et aux animaux l'occasion de s'élever jusqu'à la conscience de Krishna. Ainsi le chien dont nous avons parlé fut-il bel et bien affranchi de sa condition matérielle lorsqu'il rencontra Shri Chaitanya à Puri.
What is your realization in English from that?
When I read that, I can think on a class, Bhaktivedanta Swami gave a class, and he spoke about that stories.
Shivananda saying.
And he speak about a little teneur et portée, purports of Srila Prabhupada, and he says something very interesting. He says, if
He quoted
Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada say, if I hope my disciple will become pure devotee, and by their desires they will help all the humanity to become Krishna conscious, like it is here, and they will come back to Krishna without even notice, without without à leur insu, without noticing. He says that Srila Prabhupada writes that. So it's a little bit the same. He's thinking about human person, but he's thinking about even animals, Krishna conscience, and they can come back to Krishna. So it's incredible. Huh? That movement is so powerful. It can help everybody, even without the conscience of a person. It's incredible. I was speaking about that with one devotee, and I was saying, at the beginning we were completely sure everybody will become Krishna conscious and come back to Krishna. And after many years we are thinking, but it's not happening. But when Maharaj say that, I say, yes. So like that we have to desire very strongly to help everybody to come back to Krishna. Even if they don't become pure devotees, is not the point, but they have just to get something from Krishna, become Krishna conscious, and they can come back to Krishna. It's incredible, huh?
Yeah. Desire, that strong desire is strong. Yeah, devotees are expected to carry the message or desire of the Lord to such conditioned souls and enlighten them with Krishna consciousness. Very powerful. Prabhu, anything you'd like to share from that?
It's inspiring to be in this movement, process which is really universal for everybody. All species, everything. Beautiful. That's only the Lord could got this idea. Well, also a little funny thing. I read a quote from Prabhupada, an answer. Sure, Prabhupada, is it true that if by taking prasad human life is guaranteed for anybody like that? Prabhupada answered, yes, some species of monkeys are considered human. Anyway, yes, you feel good also reading this, universal, just well-wishing to everybody. And not only well-wishing, but it works. It's not just well-wishing dream like that. Any process of manufacture, it works because it's from the Lord to the souls. Wow.
Yeah. Universal, I like that. I've never quite thought of it in that way. Even for all species. It's true. Wasn't it, I think Lord Chaitanya was explaining that, we chant loudly, and the chanting benefits all living entities, the trees, even in a room like this, like there's bugs, bugs there, every, mouse, whatever might be around, the flowers, everything gets benefited by the chanting. I guess it's one of those things that we might not be able to see it tangibly, just like the first part of this purport. When you look at someone, most people are not thinking about Krishna and the soul and the heart and the reality. They're just seeing what they think is reality. Oh, this French woman, French man, American man, Indian woman. That's what. But we have to see the truth, right? But it's not so easy. I guess it takes faith. Some shraddha has to be there for sure. Anything you thought?
I was thinking one thing was how great Vaishnavas are, that even if you become their dog, you can be delivered, the mercy that can come. But when I was in Mayapur, it must have been 20 years ago, on my Guru Maharaj's yatra in Mayapur, 2,000 devotees sitting under the tent, the mandaps, and then I was in the front, my Guru Maharaj was in the big stage, I was in the front, and everyone behind me was going like this, like this. I said, oh, what is it? Some bug? And this dog came walking, and he just sat in front, looked, and I was like, oh, I was scared. But it was looking up at the stage, and it didn't move. And my Guru Maharaj gives long lectures, so it didn't move. When he finished, it got up and it went. And we were there for 1 week, and I always sat in the front, and it came like this. I'm not joking. I called it Sankirtan dog. I didn't know to call it. And then it would get up when he finished talking. He didn't stay for the kirtan. My Guru Maharaj always did big kirtan, but he would get up and then he would walk. And I was just remembering, like, you don't know, like, who these. I mean, it was touched. It was. I mean, you don't know who the dog was, and it just left. It didn't touch anyone, didn't even like dogs, just came and went. I was like, oh my God. Especially, and then I was thinking, here I am thinking, Guru, because I was trying to catch my Guru Maharaj's eye, like that. But thinking, even this dog is better than you. Sitting there, it was just not making, it wasn't moving, nothing. And I was trying to like that. And he was just sitting and went.
You remember this?
Oui, j'y ai pensé.
Jackal.
Jackal, oui.
Jackal.
A jackal, yeah.
Jackal.
Oui.
In Mayapur,
Mayapur.
in the flower garden behind.
Okay.
Just before the Gurukul, there is kind of. And it's flowers, but it's full of jackals. You can hear them
in the nighttime.
And we were there, just we had a window on that, and and then saw one coming.
We sent.
Yeah, we sent map to
Prashad.
them. And one came out. These jackals, they look like poor dogs. We kind of
Scruffy.
skin like that and a few hairs. And he came and he looked so miserable. And then he looked up to us, you know.
Oh, c'était terrible.
Wow. And he was like a real person.
Oui.
Oh, Prabhus. Oh, Prabhus.
Help me.
I am in the body.
Help me.
Please, mercy. It was really
We did not know,
No.
and we look at his
Yeah.
room, and I say that, and he said, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
He
it
took
was
my
so-
prasad and he left, you know.
Yeah, he left.
Wow,
He was really-
probably the body as well. Anyway, you know, dogs and jackals and persons. And,
Yeah.
Still spirit souls.
yeah, it's strong realizations about this. We're not the body, and all, you know, everywhere there is spirit soul, and Krishna consciousness is universal. It can be, you know, very nice, very nice.
Guruji, would you like to read the last paragraph?
I would like
Yeah.
It is especially mentioned here that the devotee must be free from all violence, jivahimsa. Lord Chaitanya has recommended that the devotee not commit violence to any living entity. Sometimes the question is raised, since vegetables also have life, and devotees take vegetable foodstuffs, isn't that violence? Firstly, however, taking some leaves, twigs, or fruit from a tree or plant doesn't kill the plant. Besides that, jivahimsa means that since every living entity has to pass through a particular type of body according to his past karma, although every living entity is eternal, he should not be disturbed in his gradual evolution. The devotee has to execute the principles of devotional service exactly as they are, and he must know that however insignificant a living entity may be, the Lord is present within him. The devotee must realize this universal presence of the Lord.
Those last couple of sentences, how do you understand that? It mentions, besides that, jiva hemsa means that since every living entity has to pass through a particular type of body, according to his past karma, although every living entity is eternal, he should not be disturbed by his gradual evolution. And then the devotee has to execute principles of devotional service exactly how we must know. However insignificant.
I heard Srila Prabhupada say, if we could kill one animal, he did not finish all the life, he has longer life. If you kill him, he has to come back in the same body and finish his life. So we disturb like that the evolution.
So, how to understand that in one sense? Well,
So, if we kill an animal, I mean, like we mentioned, I think it was this morning, right? Maharaj said 8 billion living entities are killed every
day.
No, what was it, every day?
Yes.
Every day. I wasn't sure if it was hour or day. Every day. 8 billion animals. So the aimless killing of those animals mean they have to take birth. Yeah. Yeah, because for me, that part about jiva himsa means that every living entity has to pass through a particular type of body according to past karma. Although every living entity is eternal, he should not be disturbed by his gradual evolution. It seemed that Prabhupada was almost saying, because it was in context of, however, taking some leaves, twigs, or fruit from a tree doesn't kill the plant. But besides that, Prabhupada says, besides that, jiva himsa means that, because, I mean, if you eat a potato, or you eat a carrot, or you eat, I guess, other vegetables, or broccoli, well, broccoli is kind of a fruit of it, but some things, they are actually the thing. It's not just a byproduct of the tree or the plant. So, yeah, it seemed like Prabhupada was saying, but anyway, they have to go through the phases of life. But it sounds like what you just said, Mother, is that if an animal is killed, murdered more or less prematurely, then they have to take birth into that same body again. So it's not guaranteed that they'll move on to the next species or whatever. I guess unless there's been some intervention of mercy, like the jackal.
Yeah.
You gave some Mahaprasad, so if the next day somehow the jackal got killed, it would take either a human birth or maybe even go back, I guess. Thoughts?
I don't understand fully this purport because on one side we know that nobody can interfere with karma or natural evolution. I think. So how is it that that we interfere with the natural gradual evolution of this other? But on the other side, I take shelter in the fact that karma is extremely complex. It's not just so simple like that. It involves many different aspects of life and many lifetimes and this and that. So we cannot, we can explain karma in a general sense, but in details after difficult. So Prabhupada here doesn't want to get into the analytical understanding, but just point that, Jivamsa, non-violence. This animal, this living, you are supposed to graduate, and you stop it. Don't worry about, why,
the intricacies,
how, and how it will be, resolved. But the point that, stop the evolution. Yeah. That's how I can see it, the intention.
Because there's also some, like we just said, some level of divine intervention as well. If like an animal is, I don't know if we have to like killing a mosquito. Prabhupada said, you can't kill it until it bites you.
He attacked me the first.
So I guess if the mosquito is biting you and you say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Of course, is it Vasudev the leper? He would just let it suck. Please, you want more? But, I'm not sure. I'm definitely not on that platform. And then, of course, what is it? Srila Prabhupada used to tell the story of when he was at the mat with Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and the snake came. And then he said he saw the snake, and I think he said it was a cobra, right? With some kind of snake. And then he didn't know what to do, and then he looked up on the balcony, and his Guru Maharaj said whatever in Bengali, kill it. And then they just took a shovel and just killed it. And Prabhupada said he was confused. Jiva himsa, what did my Guru say, kill it? Well, why? And then he read later in Bhagavatam that even a saintly person is happy when he sees a scorpion, a snake. Was it one other thing? Yeah, like that.
Tyrannosaure.
Envious, huh?
Tyrannosaure.
Killed. So then Prabhupada said, then I understood, that, my Guru Maharaj was perfect, but also that some living entities are envious, so therefore to kill them.
Well, that's not violence to them, that helps them to quicker get rid of their nature, and of course they are killed by the other sadhu and like that.
Yeah.
That's the story of those 4 different types of people met by the sage, Said to the butcher, may not leave like that. If you leave, you are committing so much more.
King Kula Shekhar or something.
Yeah, so you will die. Of course, if you die, you reap your fruits after. But killing a snake, oh, thank you, finish my steak life.
Yeah, I guess it's because Srila Prabhupada also mentions in, I think, Shastric that the king, capital punishment is also there, that if someone is a murderer, then he's sentenced to death. Mm-hmm. And by that act of killing him, you actually wipe the slate of the offense that he's already committed, so his sins are cleared from that offense. He doesn't have to suffer in the next life, so it's actually of benefit to him. So I guess this gets into the intricacies of karma and how it can be balanced or imbalanced according to, as Murli Manohar Prabhu was mentioning in class this morning, acting according to dharma.
Yeah.
If we follow the laws of dharma, then certain things that can be done will have a higher impact.
And in the context of this verse and purport, the point is to see, first, not to be envious, because we must see, spiritual and so a devotee, even if he is engaged in like Arjuna, killing,
Very good example.
Like that, there was no envy. Not only because he was doing his dharma, but he was doing Krishna's will, the best friend of those who were there. So, we become devotee. We don't want to feel envy toward anybody, even those who are nasty or even toward others like that. We don't like to feel. We want to feel. Everybody is brother and sister and servant of Krishna. So this is according to the verse and the purport, the last sentence. However insignificant a living entity may be, the Lord is present within him. A devotee must realize this universal presence of the Lord. A devotee must. Krishna doesn't have any envy toward anybody.
Nice.
Again, it's nice to try to become a devotee. It's nice.
Wonderful. Okay, I think we can stop there. We usually just read for about 20 minutes. That was probably more like half an hour. But that's,
No, that's good.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you so much, Mara.
Thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
We
So
will
nice.
remember.
Huh?
I will remember.
So will I.
Yes, Krishna is very intelligent.
Very good, different. It's very good to read by oneself, but it's really different to read with others and also to discuss, experience,
Very powerful.
Yeah.
What was it Srila Prabhupada said? We should discuss his purports threadbare.
Threadbare,
Yeah, we should read and discuss them so that, you know, from all different angles of vision. Really.
yeah. It's
Good.
practically more potent and certainly it's more blessed also.
Yeah.
Like
Thank you.
Thank you.
this is also Harinam Sankirtan.
Maybe we should do that in New Airport with the devotees.
Mm.
So, we're going to try that, at least start one day a week, together.
Yeah.
Especially, we just met earlier this. Anyway, maybe we should finish. So we'll finish.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in and sticking around. And please come to Sri Damnu Mayapur and spend time with these exalted and wonderful devotees who dedicated their lives and see this beautiful place where Srila Prabhupada established here. And and of course, read Srila Prabhupada's books, especially Srimad Bhagavatam, and read it together. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Antakoti Vaishnava Brinda ki jai. Hare Krishna.